Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. This is a cost-effective painting video. So I have a box of goodies that I'm currently working out of and a bag. So there's my bag. And I'm going to scoot this to the side. I also have some watercolor paper and we are going to have fun. So I just got this little pad. It is 4x6, 15 pages, $2.99 at Tuesday morning. So, and then I had a 20% off coupon. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is a shimmery watercolor palette. This came from Michael's. It's roughly around $6, but of course, you have coupons, 40% off, sometimes 50% off, sometimes even more than that. So, I used a coupon. And so I want to say I roughly paid, I don't know, somewhere around maybe $4 for it. I mean, that would be roughly where it is. So I wanted to kind of let us look and see how these show up. So I really am on kind of a shimmer kick right now. And by the way, this is just an inexpensive brush from, I'm just trying to get the color moving, from I think Walmart, and it's very stiff, but that's a pretty pigmented color right there. Let's go for one more, one that maybe isn't as bright. Of course, I always love the golds and the coppers, and I'm not using that much water in this, so I kind of want to see what this one looks like. Okay, because this is brand spanking new. I haven't even used it yet. So, of course, I have other watercolor palettes and things like that, but right now, I am really on a glimmer kick, no doubt. So, I really love that, and I hope you guys can see that. Let me hold that up and kind of shimmer it. Even though it's wet, you can still see all that shimmer, so that's not a bad shimmer. And for $4, you get 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get 21 colors. That's not bad. I mean, 21 colors for $4. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay, so we've done that, and this, I feel like we should do one more just to get let's do a normal color. How's that? Let's do like, I don't know, blue. Let's see what blue looks like. Because we've done the, kind of that champagne, we've done that copper, rose gold that I love. And I'm so glad we did this, because to me, so far, that doesn't look shimmery, but I do know some of these you have to wait for it to dry. Well, you get some shimmer. It's not completely without shimmer, but it is not nearly as much as the other two. So, not bad. I mean, it's still good pigment. It's not bad. And, of course, I'm using this terrible, really never been used before brush. But it definitely, this one and that one have the most of the shimmer glimmer, and the bluish does not have as much. So, but that's okay. And I want to see if maybe the pink does. Sorry, because pink is why I'm here. So let's see what the pink looks like. We'll go one more. I keep saying one more, but really this is the last one. Okay, whoops, still have a little blue in that. Let's make sure I get all the paint out. Alrighty, so I hope you guys are having a good day. It is really beautiful here. It is very hot. So we have not left summer. Summer is with us, and yeah, we're still in the hundreds. So this is the latest we have ever had, this kind of weather. So again, it's very pigmented, but not as shimmery. And that blue, even once it dried, it didn't shimmer up, and the same thing is happening with that pink. So if you're just looking for light glimmer to almost no glimmer in your regular colors, but in your extra like metallic colors, you do get quite a bit, then this isn't a bad, little paint palette. So, and for $4, again, it's still not bad. So I am going to put here, this is the Michael's, you'll have to excuse my writing, I think that's how you spell it, shimmer, whoops, what do you think I could spell? There we go, paint palette, L-L-E, is it 1 T or 2? I think it's 2. Okay, I'm probably wrong. You guys correct me. I'm totally fine with that. So, not bad. I mean, even if after we've let it sit a little bit longer, there is a tiny amount of shimmer here. And so far, there's very little in that pink. But the colors are, I mean, whoops, sorry guys, didn't mean to pump it. They are pigmented. Okay, so I'm going to get that one out of the way and turn the page. The next one I want us to do, and I think I'm just going to go on the back of this page because these are pretty doggone thick. So, I also pulled out some of my Delusions. And in theory, this one has never been opened. I just received it. So, I am going to literally paint with this part because I don't have anything yet. Now, that is a ton of paint that you would never use in your Delusions. You would thin that way out by using your blending brush. But just for the sake of time, I just decided, hey, let's keep it quick and easy. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in. I'm going to see if I pull this out and kind of thin it out. It really is a very nice paint. I love this. And I know that you can build on it. So we've pulled that out, and I'm going to come back and you can build on that. It needs to be more dry, but you really get good coverage out of this. And I really love this color. It is because you're going to ask, I think this is After Midnight. Yeah, I was going to say Midnight Blue, but it's After Midnight. On video, I notice when people use this one, it looks more black. But to me, in person, it is very royal blue, you know, navy. Very pretty. So, I mean, that paint just gives and gives and gives and gives. And I just can't say enough about this paint. For full coverage, you know, it looks great. And, yeah, I think this is a great paint. The other thing about this paint is it will dry very quickly depending on how thick you lay it down. So, and again, this was After Midnight. Let's see if I can get in there. Probably not. Oh, I did. And this is the paint. Now, I'm not going to go through inks today. I'm just trying to stick in the world of paints. So, alright. Now, that has a really nice look to it. It is really pretty. And I think by the time I do the next page, we're going to be good. So again, this is the Delusions or Dilutions by Diane Reevely with Ranger. This is her After Midnight paint. It is quite an opaque paint, but you can pull it out and get a thinner look to it. You can do one layer like right here, or you can double it there. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is one layer right there over there. And then you can see where I applied a second layer. So again, you get really good coverage. And I love this. I love the texture of this paint. I love everything. Not gonna lie. So, okay. So that's my Delusions paint. Now, I also picked up some of these ganache. And these are, so the Delusions paint runs anywhere from $3 to $6 a pot, depending on where you buy it. I think the best deal on Delusions paint or Delusions inks or Delusions anything is to buy them in a kit on Amazon. And if you have Amazon Prime, you get free shipping and it comes quicker. So I am a huge fan of Amazon, as many of you know. So the next one I have is an Arteza. It is called a gouache paint. It's metallics. And there are 12 of them in here, and I will show you. They come in trays that look like this, and then you lift them up, and there's your second tray. So, since we did blue on that side, let's do blue on this side. What do you say? I just opened these. These are quite cost effective, I will tell you right now. The whole box of these was with Prime, $16.99. So it was very much worth the cost. I feel like it is very cost effective, at least in purchasing and getting them delivered. So just a second, I'm trying to get this paintbrush cleaned out because I don't want to cross the paints. All right, we got it. Here we go. Ooh. So let me just do a little bit here. Okay. Now, I'm going to take that a little bit off. Okay. Alrighty. Usually I have a little, like, the scraper ones. What do you call them? A little painter's palette knife. Yeah, there you go. So, ooh, my goodness. Now look at that. I had heard these are very thick, and you can thin them with water, they say. But, wow. I had heard good things about these. I really love, if you like a shimmery, glimmery paint, then this is your paint. That is gorgeous. And so I'm going to add a little water to it. And let's see what happens when yeah, you can totally thin that out and go more. So, and that's what I'd heard. A lot of people put these in like a little palette, artist palette tray, and then they thin it out with water for depending on the depth of what you want it for. So I absolutely love this. This is, matter of fact, I got those to maybe take on our trip in the airplane. I just thought these look like great colors, and they are in little bitty tubes. I think they qualify for it. I may have to check them, and of course anything I check, so you get 12, and this is the metallic, and these are the I don't even know how to say it, guys. I'm just slaughtering it. So, and these came, of course, from Amazon. So, hands down, I really like these. These float my boat. So, and they pack up so neatly. I mean, seriously, I could throw that in a, like, quart-size Ziploc bag and put that in my suitcase, and I think we'd be good to go. So, there are those two. This one's not quite dry, so I'm going to stick something in between it. Hold on. Yeah, I've got some, you know me, I save everything. So I've got that little plastic wrap. And now I'm going to turn the page. And let's see, let's go next to Perfect Pearls. Let me see if I can get this one open. I probably can't. You know, I kind of deliberated whether I wanted, I don't think I want to put Perfect Pearls in this. Though you can use it like a paint. There is no doubt. You just dip in your water and you use it. I'm going to save these and use these when I do my spritzes, my shimmers, my sprays. I need to get it opened, and I don't have anybody home with me right now. Of course, I have to take the seal off, but I think, unless I can, yeah, I don't think I can. Sorry, my hands are really sore today. I apologize. And I threw, like I said, I threw this in at the last minute thinking, let's see. Oh, I can open it. Okay, well, here we go. We are going to do it. See, God had a different plan. Now, I have heard many people say, do not dip your brush in there. So, but I've also seen people dip their brush in. So, here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to put a little bit out, so it comes out, so you can see it comes out like a powder, just like that. I'm going to close this little sucker up before I make a big mess, because we all know I can. And now I'm just going to work that color. Okay, yeah, that is really pretty. And it didn't, you saw how little powder that took. And let me see if I add a little bit more water to it, if it'll move at all. It moves a little, but not a lot. I mean, I can still get a little bit more color out of it, but once it's laid down, and of course this is watercolor paper. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That is from the Perfect Pearls. So, alright. That's not bad. Let's see what it looks like in the light. And I do not see as much shimmer off of that. And the color of this one is Festival Green. And it looks like it's going to have a little bit of sheen in it. And to me, it doesn't have hardly any. So, I know I'm kind of picky. I like my glimmer. But it's a great color to carry. If you're like going to go on a trip and you only know you're going to use like 2 or 3 colors, you can get 2 or 3 of the Perfect Pearl colors. And I probably have, oh goodness, probably a total of maybe 9 or 10 of these over the years. So, but I mainly have the metallics because I really like the glimmer. I mean, that's why that floats my boat. Look at that now that it's drying even more. Goodness gracious. So, okay, so we've done that. Now, I'm going to do this bag, and I want to show you this awful bag. This is my bag that goes in my art, like my art bag that I carry around. And it is so cheesy, but it works. I mean, I know. So, good old Walmart freezer bag. So, inside that are all of my, like, stickles, and then I also have the Michaels brand. So, we're going to look at that in a minute. And I can't consider that a paint. I am. And then I have some of these that are Craft Smart, and I think all of these came from, I want to think I got these at Amazon. I mean at Target, but I just can't remember. So, alright, and I keep in here 2 little, cards that I can use to paint with, or play with, or tear washi with when I'm out and about. So, some of these haven't even been opened yet because these were just bought. I think this is the only one. So, I encourage you to shake them up. Make sure they're good and shaken. And this is the Bronze Craft Smart Multi-Surface Premium Ultra Bright Metallic Paint. I'm pretty cheap, so I know I probably didn't pay any more than $2 a bottle for this. Now, I looked at golden paints, and those were gorgeous paints, but they were out of my budget. And this is all about cost-effective crafting video. So, that's what I wanted to do for you guys. So, to do something different, well, I guess if we're going to be comparing, pardon me, I should actually use a paintbrush like I've been using. So, here we go. Okay, the glimmer on this is beautiful. Now, I did use this on some pages I was working on in my journal, and I was thinking it was going to be thicker. This isn't a bad color at all, and look at all that glimmer. So that is Craft Smart, and I love that. But I didn't have time to let it build up. So, I didn't have that opportunity. I also it wasn't on watercolor paper. So as a result, I have a little bit of that green left in there, so please disregard that. As a result, it didn't, it pilled up on the paper pilled. And so then I really was afraid to go back in and do anything more. Okay guys, I love that. I think that is gorgeous. So that is the Craft Smart. So let me write that. And this one is the Perfect Pearls. Okay, so this is Perfect Pearls. Sorry, I'm trying not to get in it because I always make big messes. And this is the Festival Green. Okay, and this is the Craft Smart. And you know it's multi-surface, and it is the Ultra Bright. I'm sure that counts. And it is the, let me see here. Oh, bronze. That's pretty easy. Okay, so I want to do that one on here. Now, to compare, I pulled together tons of other paints. And I'm going to show them to you. And yes, it's embarrassing, but I'm going to show them to you. So, I went to Walmart over the last few months. All my paints are dead. They are dried up, horrible. Yes, you can add water to some of them, but not all of them. So I just decided they have paint for 50 cents, so that's where I started. So all of the apple barrel paints are 50 cents. Now, are these the best paints? Absolutely not. Not even going to begin to tell you that story. They are just a really basic, almost kid-level acrylic paint. But when we're painting on our Bibles, we don't always want like a heavy paint or, you know, I mean, I don't want to sound like chinchy or anything, but sometimes you don't. You just don't. So I'm trying to find one that's already open. And since I just put, oh, you know what? The open ones are out in my craft studio. So let's just open one. Okay, so I love this. I love, you know what we're doing? Yeah, I'll do this. I love pink, so I think this is really pretty. And this color is cameo pink. And yeah, so I'm just going to use it right out of the lid. And then let me bring everything back so you guys can see with me what I'm doing. So, goodness, that's heavy, especially one-handed. Okay, so let's see how this stuff looks. So this is the Apple Barrel Cameo Pink. And that is a very nice coverage. I'm not, you know, I'm only using what the residual was in the lid. And let me add a little water to it. Let's see if it will thin out, and it will. It thins out very nicely. So, I mean, this isn't a bad choice either. I know so many of you write me and say, what is cost effective, you know, for crafting? Well, things like this, 50 cents for that whole thing, 2 ounces of, I think is it 2 fluid ounces, 55 milliliter, ml, what is that, milliliter? I'm terrible at that, of paint. And honestly, at 50 cents a bottle, how can you go wrong? I mean, seriously, I mean, some of these are crazy priced, like I told you. Some of the others I had looked into and thought, well, maybe I should try those. And then after I looked at the price, I just said, absolutely no way. There's a baby hungry somewhere, and I just can't afford to spend that. So, but it has not dried yet, so I'm sure it just needs time to dry. And that one's got a little bit left. That is completely dry. So let's go back a page. Wrong finger. Completely dry. And this is well known to dry quickly, except for the places where I went back and added extra. And honestly, in between, when you add paint in the Delusions brand, you really need to dry it in between. If you don't, then you just build up more wait time, you know, to get it to dry. So I think I'm going to go with one more up here, and I picked up some different paints. So this is a brushed metal by Folk Art. Now, I just love the color rose gold. So I wanted to try some different, you know, paints, different colors of rose gold. So, Folk Art, sorry, and this is rose gold. And because each one has a different look to it. So, okay, so this is brushed metal, and here we go. Let me see. Okay, so you guys know I'm so lazy, I'll probably never take the wrapper off of that. I'll probably always just work out of the lid. So, oh gosh, isn't that pretty? I love that. And I do want to compare this with some other rose golds, and I'll do that off on my own, but point blank, that has very nice coverage. My paintbrush had a lot of water on it, and so it really thinned out nicely. And yeah, I can't say enough. That's a winner chicken dinner. So yeah, very, very pretty. And this little bit is just going and going and going, whereas this had limited amount to spread. So okay, that is one of the ones I'll carry on the trip because I really, really like this. It is really and it's a brushed rose gold, so I'm sorry. Let me write that too. Brushed. Okay, excuse my horrible handwriting. I should have done this before, but anyways. Okay, so I love that. That's a winner. Now, I did also, I'll save that for the end, because I did pick up a couple of other types of paint as well. Now, okay, so here are, just one second. I picked up some of these glitter paints. And the reason why is we just went and saw Lord of the Rings, as many of you know. And I'm going to go with this blue because I'm going to compare over here. And I had just gotten some stamps by Lavinia, and so I am going to do a whole bunch of backgrounds and take on the plane to work on with some stamped items. So, okay, so this is folk art, and this is the extreme glitter. Okay, and it is in turquoise. But I thought that, I don't know, and when I think of that movie, I don't think of it as shiny and glimmery and glittery, but I do think of things within it, you know. I don't know, there's just something right now that everything glittery catches my eye, and a lot of Lavinia, you know, stamps and things are that way. Oh gosh, look at that color, guys. Okay, I'm already in love. I hope I got the pink in this too. Oh, it's very thin. Okay, so it is almost goes on like if you were spreading out a Stickles, but it's more paint-like. I really like that. That is interesting. So it looks much more pigmented in the pot or in the bottle, but it thins out very nicely here on the page. So, not bad. I like that. Well, that was fun. Okay, now let me see what else I have. We've already done, have we done the brush metal? Yes, we have. Okay, so now next, I'm going to keep it on this page because the next thing is super glitter. It's like glitterific is what it's called. So this is the Folk Art Glitterific. So, just to compare between these, you know, this one and that one. I just love that it's called Glitterific. That is hilarious. Okay, and this color is the dark blue. Now, I have no expectations that it will be like a solid pigment base, but who knows? Let's see what happens. So, I didn't check up the last couple very well, but I literally, oh, look at that. Ooh, that is more like glue and glitter is what it looks like to me. So, let me see if I can get any in the cap. I did. I felt it hit. So let's, ooh, and it doesn't even stick in the cap. That looks like a glitter, like a glue glitter. So let's see here. Get a look like, yeah, it's doing exactly. So what it really is, the color is in not as much the paint. There's a shimmer to it, but it's in the glitter. That is very interesting. Now, I guarantee you that will take some time to dry without even thinking twice, because when you look at it here and you look at it here, they look like two different colors. So you just need to be aware you're not getting the blue base, you're getting the blue glitter. So, and it's glitterific. So, anyways, and I'm thinking like I got a clear one, and I'm wondering if we mix it with a blue paint. Let's see what that looks like. Hold on, let me find a real, I don't even know if I have a straight blue. That may be out in the, I have a purple. Oh, I did do kind of a greenish. Let's see what I have here. I don't think Christmas green. Okay. And the only other blue I have is a glimmer or a sheen. So I think I'm just going to go with the purple. You know what? Let's see if we can't fix up this pink. Alright? So let's see what we've got here. So I'm going to put a little bit, I'll just come on top of this one. Why even mix it? There we go. So I'm wondering what it'll look like if we add something to the top. Okay, let me get my paintbrush clean. Alrighty, here we go. So let's take it on top of here and see what it looks like. Okay, ooh, that one's sealed. There you go. Wow, that is a tight seal. And by the way, all of the folk art and apple barrel came from Walmart. It all came from Walmart. So, just so you know. Alright, I'm going to put that in the top, and that way I can use it. And it'll hopefully reseal better. So, yeah, look at that. It has just a little bit of, it's an iridescent. So it has a little bit of everything in it. Let me see.